What's going on, y'all? Welcome back to Big Bro and Little Sis Reacts. I'm Tamaj and this is Dan.
Hey.
And today we're on Alias Season 2, Episode 11, A Higher Echelon? A Higher Echelon. For some reason, I thought this said education. I just only glanced at it. I literally only glanced at it. And I was like, wait, let me take a double look. But yeah. Marshall got abducted during a mission because he had to go into the field. You guys told us that the person that kidnapped him was
from the first episode.
Yeah, and he was also
when Ron went missing.
Yeah,
which
earlier
is
this season.
And from the Sparkles.
Yeah, we didn't remember that, so thanks for telling us because I wouldn't have known. I wouldn't have known a thing. I've been walking down the street.
Are you calling that? Okay.
Kiki Power, yeah.
I mean, he could be walking down the street. I wouldn't know a thing.
But yeah, so we're gonna see what happens with that because he was supposed to be recruited into the CIA. So we'll see if that's still gonna be the plan after this or what. But we know he had to get rescued. So
yeah, I don't think he's gonna be the same, but he's definitely gonna.
Well, neither was Will Tipping.
Yeah.
He got kidnapped. So, but he was tortured
because it's his first mission, though.
And he didn't want to go. He was taking precautions on the plane. He was like, yeah, I built this jacket with a parachute in it. But don't worry, I got a sling for you too. Like, he'd be ready, but he wasn't ready for this. He will be next time. Next time, he gonna have everything. He gonna have contingencies for his contingencies. He gonna be kidnap proof. It's gonna be a shock proof vest. You go to touch him, you getting zapped. He ain't messing around next time. But he got to get through this time. So we're going to jump into it. 400 other reactions are available on Patreon.
Some people think there's a conspiracy that the government eavesdrops on everyone. The system's called Echelon.
Yeah, I heard about Echelon. I just don't understand how it's legal.
And that they don't abuse the system.
Somehow that's unreassuring.
In London, we shut down Cuvier's access to Echelon. The best thing about this mission, this guy that I work with, this sweetheart, Marshall, was pulled out of SD6 and taken into protective custody. The CIA is going to give him a life. I can't tell you what a relief it is knowing he's safe.
Epoxy is a binary compound. You have just ingested the resin. It's not toxic, but in combination
I'm sure he already knows
with
this.
a hardener, the epoxy cures to a solid state. This transformation will puncture your vital organs. Echelon operating system. Where is it?
I wouldn't do that.
I have a crush on a guy at work.
Really? Who is he?
Someone in my department.
What's his name?
Michael.
So why haven't I met this guy?
He has a girlfriend. Which is ultimately irrelevant anyway. The bank has a policy against coworkers dating.
You need to quit.
Nancy?
I don't know what kind of hold this
I don't have anything on me. I just can't quit my job.
The thing is, I haven't heard him talk like this in forever. No one
She's like, this bank seems a little shady. Wait, she started asking questions. She's like, what bank sends people across the world every week?
We put his photo ID through a facial recognition database. It matched a known associate of Gerard Cuvier.
The mission in London was my op. Marshall was my responsibility.
Marshall's email was broken up into packets.
Without him, we cannot access Echelon.
Do you know where the error occurred?
I'm sending in Sydney and Dixon to retrieve them.
Who's leading the team to recover Marshall?
We've changed his access codes. There is nothing that Marshall can tell Cuvier that could possibly hurt us.
He will be tortured. Most likely killed.
Oh yes, I'm sure he will be. I've already contacted SD4. There'll be a replacement at Octec by morning.
Wow, you could just do that and replace Marshall like that? Wow.
It was as if someone had overcooked his steak.
There's no attachment to it.
We know what Cuvier's gonna do. He's gonna try to get Marshall to reverse engineer the software.
Your mother thinks Cuvier may have used a Russian network to make a version of Echelon called Summer.
She told you that?
I spoke with her. She thinks she can find the back door.
Telecommunications equipment is specifically prohibited by your mother's immunity agreement.
And switch it with this. It's corrupted data. We'll have what SD6 needs, and they'll never be able to access Echelon. Instead, we'll find Marshall.
Technically, Mom's still alive. She has picked out her grave site.
Refusal to cooperate has a price.
No.
We can find your mother.
I saw the code. I can recreate it. I can rewrite it. Don't hurt my mother. Please.
Should have never brought her up.
What are you doing?
Downgrading your network privileges. Unsupervised work you conveniently arrange for yourself.
I am a senior officer with discretion to arrange and carry out assignments as I see fit.
You have no protections here. See that I'm not disturbed again.
Yes, ma'am.
She asserted her dominance. She said, I'm investigating the hell out of you.
We have a situation, but I do have secrets, and the last thing I can afford, the last thing Sydney can afford, is someone discovering that my loyalty does not lie with SD6.
Yeah, exactly. I didn't think it would get this far.
We backdated phony charges through my credit card to these locations.
Restaurants, rental car agencies, hotels.
This is the original surveillance feed from the Istanbul Intercontinental. This is the footage that we filmed earlier. Using anything we get. Channel.
We've got your fingerprints on rent-a-car keys, on seatbelt buckles, and pillowcases.
Good. I want to review everything.
Jack, I think
Thinking isn't sufficient. I want to know.
You're right.
I want to see the plane tickets.
So I gotta cover my ass, and I gotta cover it good. And I'm the realest one I know, so.
Thank you for giving Tech Sky the opportunity to talk with you about our microsite. So,
And your director will emit a high-intensity pulse strobe light that flashes at the same frequency as human brainwave, rendering the targets unconscious. For 3 minutes, they'll experience it like a daydream. Okay, Sid, I'm in.
Long way. Is that right?
Right.
Drive 3 is missing.
There's a serial number and third base. That hard drive is in for repairs.
Where?
147.
I'm on my way.
No, the repair room is just off the lobby. I'll go. Meet me at the extraction point.
Dixon, no! I'll make it.
No, bro.
Counter mission. She has to.
Yeah, I'm so late already. My boss is gonna kill me.
I told you I could make it.
Start over there. Work toward me.
Got it. She's like, damn it. Fail. Go!
Sydney, the guards will be here any minute.
Carl.
You both should be very proud.
Why are you staring at me? Why are you saying that? I don't like that.
Thank you, sir.
So now SD6 has everything it needs to access Echelon.
Any idea on how long before it's up and running?
Midnight tomorrow. You should have seen the look on Sloan's face when we got back. I don't think I've ever seen him so happy about a mission.
One of our teams traced Cuvier's unit that abducted Marshall to a safe house outside C4. I never had a chance. In light of the tragedy, directors ordered a halt in the search. But for the moment, Marshall's on his own.
She really can't do it without help. Because she
Maybe
needs
he could point that somewhere else.
You think you could point that to someone else? Like, you're the only enemy to them in the room.
We got your psych report back. You did well.
I'm not a sociopath.
Well, I didn't say that.
Do I have a job?
Yes, source material is classified. In fact, your cover is as a journalist. When you're done filling out the paperwork, just give it to Bill. He'll make sure it's processed.
I get health insurance?
Welcome to the CIA.
Part of the crew? What's up? We're slowly keep moving everybody to the CIA.
I can't tell you how much I appreciate this job. And what I'm going to say is inappropriate. But Sydney cares about you. And what you guys have or don't have means a great deal to her. I'm going to make sure you respect that.
That was, I'm sure, a hard pill to swallow because I'm sure he still likes it. They hit a trap.
What the hell just happened?
We had to shut down the system. Storm detected I was mapping its network and he spit out a virus.
My mother knew this would happen. That's the word she used. Quicksand.
She might have set up the virus.
Why keep her here if you're not going to answer?
If you were right, then giving her access to Echelon could only help that.
What choice do you have at this moment?
She could be an asset.
You're gonna have to give her what she wants in order to get what you want. She can just do it all, can't she?
I'll need to send an access code.
How will we know you're not signaling your organization?
He won't.
Do it.
Still good. If this was fake, it's the best job I've ever seen. Then you should see this.
But they did say they were better than
Forensic
ST6.
report.
It just...
Yes, I'll let you know as soon as we're fully operational.
Let's see.
Brain matter was found in the barrel of one of Jack Bristow's service pistols. To the munitions log, the day Bristow checked out this weapon, killed someone with it, and covered it up was the day your wife was murdered.
Someone has launched a denial of service attack on us. We're getting pinged over and over. It's slowing down the network.
That's odd.
It's Marshall trying to send a signal.
How can someone be smart enough to hack in here and forget to cover their tracks?
Look together. Marshall's trying to help. Y'all find him.
Marshall's in Mexico City?
He signaled us through the computer. We traced him through the IP address he used.
Okay, I'll notify the extraction team at once.
We'd like your permission to conduct the operation ourselves.
Yes, of course.
He don't care nothing about any of that but this damn Echelon. That's the only thing he cares about.
Echelon Storm's access points.
It'll be almost midnight. He'll be like, oh yeah, I forgot to send an instruction.
King called a meeting. Does she know anything? Unclear, but I'm told she has 2 units from security, so she'll have to be ready for anything.
There are only 2 pieces of evidence I haven't been able to corroborate. Help me with them, and we're finished. The SIM card on your cell phone communicates with them. Those communications are recorded on the card's memory chip.
Jack, listen to me. What pocket is your phone in?
You 2 ready to order? Not yet. Thanks.
Who is Stephen Halapki?
He was a CIA agent.
We found brain matter in the gun you fired on the day Emily was murdered.
We had reliable intel that Derevka was accessing information through the CIA. Her source turned out to be Halapki.
We can't wait till Bristow's falls. Give me yours.
When it happens, the safest recourse is to say nothing.
That was not slick at all. I would have stolen.
Yeah, it's hard to tell if she noticed. Like, she's so good. Like, how is she?
Good on the package.
They fucked up. They fucked up. They didn't have time to drive. Wow. I don't know how he's gonna explain that. And he screws with them because he killed one of their agents. Damn, that's a fucked up situation. Damn, damn, damn. Damned if you do and damned if you don't.
Are we ready to party?
I speak 9 languages. Techno is not one of them.
Techno is not one of them.
Dixon, wish me luck.
Okay, Sid, I'm in. Secure all access doors and shoot. Keep everyone else away from Sid. Be careful.
Program's done. We'll be uplinked to Echelon in 2 minutes.
Excellent.
The program's ready.
They blew our Echelon access points, they read our swarm access points.
You said you would find ones that
So
overlap.
find out if one overlaps.
And if they don't?
Then I can help you.
He looked like a serial killer.
You know where you can go, you freak? Any idea? Straight to hell, my friend! Straight to hell!
Kicks, baby. He can't even shoot fast enough. Her legs went too good, damn quick. Bitch! Yeah, tell him, don't get up.
I've been locked out. The security system is operational. Get out of there now.
Hey, not that one. We can do that.
Remember when we flew to London? I said I confessed to high-fly tactical parachute and lining on my jacket?
I'm telling you, this man is prepared. I know that's right.
And I'm here to rescue you.
He's like, I'm the hero of the story. That's funny. Of course that came handy. Of course it did.
The overlapping access point test.
Confirming a match with Echelon right now.
Close the access point and SD6 will be shut out.
She better go ask for TV while she at it.
To match.
As promised,
I'm afraid something's happened.
Everybody getting fired. Everybody.
So, Marshall, how did I return the favor by bringing him back to SD6?
We had to, Sid. Bringing Marshall into the CIA didn't make sense anymore, not after Sloan got the Echelon program.
I know, it's just Marshall has no idea who he's really working for.
You can't tell him because he's a bad liar.
It would have made sense though had he had got kidnapped and they, I mean, I don't know. I'm just saying they could have found her without SD6, then they would have just assumed Marshall would have been killed and he would have been fine, but...
Do not turn on the lights.
Uh-oh.
You shouldn't have run from her, Jack. Kane needs someone to blame. Since she can't find who really murdered Emily, she's decided to blame me. I did not murder your wife. But if I don't find the person who did, Kane will frame me for it. I have some leads. I need you to pursue them for me. Can I trust you to do that?
Of course. This will stay between us.
Hello?
Vision Kane. Arvin Sloan. Jack Bristow just left my house.
You didn't trust him no more. They know he's too good. They're starting to believe he really did it. Because she's not wrong. I mean, she's wrong in the fact that he didn't kill Emily, but she can't figure out what he's hiding. So she's like, if he's hiding one thing, then it must be this, and he's just too good. They know they're not going to get concrete proof. So, and the only secret that he's really hiding is that he's working for the CIA, which is just as bad. So
it's not worse. Yeah, it's worse.
So he's exposed. So there's no more working with SD6 for him. And the problem is they may try to use Sydney as leverage. Like, I got your daughter, Jack, so turn yourself in and Sydney can walk free or some stupid shit like that. So that's gonna be an issue. That's gonna be an issue. But this was a really good episode. Of course, Marshall, he tried to stall and he did everything he can, but he was willing to die before he helped them. He was like, I'm not doing it. Irina came through. She stopped Echelon and SD6 from getting it and gave the CIA another win, but we also don't know what else she was doing because they couldn't tell. So we could have helped her further her plot if there is one, which everybody's assuming there is. But it's like the writers have the characters assuming, they have us assuming what twist are they going to pull with this? Or is it just that? Like, I mean, we know there's a twist and you just got to wait to see what it is. And that's going to be the shocker. The shocker isn't going to be that there is a twist because we know there's going to be one. It's just what it's going to be. Because we keep giving her more and more and more. We just gave her unrestricted access. She was very specific about unrestricted. Why? What else did you need to do? So,
that was funny how she was like, such just called me to remind me again that we're in the intelligence office.
Yeah, because that's basically saying, what the fuck are you guys doing? Like, but my thing with her, Irina, there's no way she can predict all this stuff is happening.
But there's no way that guy from 900 years ago could be wrong.
That she's the destroyer of the world? So that would imply to me that she can see the future. Because that's the only way you can plan for it. She's like doing an Eren Yeager. You know all the events that's going to happen. You just got to keep playing things and plan it out so that it works in your favor.
Yeah,
that's basically what this is. Am I wrong?
Yeah,
now, once Eren's seen the future, I mean...
realistic fiction, so how can she see the future? I mean...
No, there has to be some sci-fi element to it because...
Actually,
they're on Baldy stuff.
She can have dreams and... Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
Because that's still realistic.
I mean, I think we can count it as a sci-fi because some of the stuff we've seen, like with the exploding water that flooded, that's not real. Like some of the stuff in the show is not real, so it has to count as a sci-fi. So, but yeah, she has to see the future. That's the only way I can see her having this level of planning, knowing what each mission is, being prepared for it, having somebody for each one, knowing which strings to pull, who to go to and who to ask for certain things, you know, when to extend her open hand to certain people. You know, she has to see the future. But yeah, well, we ain't gonna know what her plan is till the end of the season. She's like, I had to go on the ultimate mission, get them to trust me, and then I can do anything once I do that. And she knew that. It's just, even if they play hard to get, eventually they're going to need me. But it's like, you can't be prepared for every mission. There's no way.
Right, because how do you know every picture in somebody's office leads somewhere?
Right, you're good, but so is a lot of other people. There's no way that you know how to do everything, and there's not somebody else out of all these people that don't know how to do what you can do. That's crazy to me. I mean, for every specific mission, that is too. You know what I mean? Like, we just happen to not have anybody that can do this but you.
I find it crazy how Marshall could just create a game. Like, I know it's, you know, science coding, like,
that's probably light work for him.
Yeah, it's so crazy how he could just make up his own game.
He stalled the hell out of that. He did a good job.
I like how he had proof that he had an MC3.
He had contingencies first. Contingencies. He knew he had to go through their firewall, and he knew that they would be alerted, so he was ready for his lie. He's too smart when it comes to tech stuff. I mean, and even just planning for bad situations, he was ready to jump out that dead window. But he was willing to die. He once he got exposed, he was like, all right, I played all my cards that I can play right now, and he's gonna die. Yeah. And then Cindy came right along. He said, I got my parachute. We good. We going out this window. Mm-hmm. He's good. He's good. I really enjoyed that. Dixon, though, he almost screwed them up. That's another thing. Like, one of them reasons that's like, damn, I wish Dixon knew, because he easily could have messed things up by giving SD6 Echelon. And that's the thing. These are good people who don't know how much they're damaging the world by helping SD6. Mm-hmm. So it's like, but you have to do it the right way, because if you take them out, they're just going to get replaced. You see how fast he replaced Marshall. It's like, okay, find another one. I ain't worried about it. Like, so it's just like, there'd be no end to it, you know? To what end? To get these people out just for more innocent, good people to be put in those positions and exploited. And, you know, so I get that aspect of it. But
back to Jack. If he doesn't trust his friend of 17 years or something, he's definitely not going to trust Sydney.
Talking about Sloan?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, he's not trusted anymore. But I mean, look at the facts. I mean, somebody close would have had to, because Jack was the only person he told about killing Emily, so it makes sense. I mean, they're trying to make it make sense in their head with what they have, and they know he's hiding something, and since he can't come out right and say it, then that's basically just, they're going to assume he's guilty of it. And I mean, you know, the Kane girl, she ain't got nothing to gain or lose from any of this. This is just her job. So, I don't know. But we'll see where it goes. Like I said, it's getting interesting. And then, of course, Francine, I think this is her storyline. She's going to start investigating Sydney like Will did.
Yeah, probably.
I mean, she's on that direct path, asking questions, getting frustrated with Sydney not being around. And now she notices with Will, too. You see the other episode before they had the party for her, she got mad. I was like, oh, you guys just gonna get quiet when I walk into the room. Like, she's picking up on it. Like, you know, so.
I mean, I'll wait till you go from that.
The way they use their conversations are different. Because Cindy's open now with Will. So she just flat out straight has regular conversations about what's actually going on. Instead of having to come up with a lie for both of them, she doesn't even bother. Well, she has one, but it's not like, now Will is backing her up instead of questioning. Like you know, like Will and Francine kind of used to be on the same page, and now it's like, okay, Will shifted to her side, and it's like always covering for her now and agreeing to her when he used to kind of agree with me and the fact that her job sucks and all this. Now it's like, well, she loves her job, and she notices that now that they're talking differently. You know what I'm saying? Like, there's a big shift between both of those characters, and Francine's like the oddball out. Mm-hmm.
But yeah, she does tell him, you know, what she can. And what she can't, she doesn't lie about anymore. She's just like, I can't tell you. Bad guys are good guys. Bad.
Yeah. But I mean, she was pretty open about the Marshall thing.
Yeah.
But that was because he was coming to the CIA. Yeah. Also, I think Will does a better job of covering, too. Because Will still acts like Will. Right. I mean, Francie's not on to him so much, but she does notice the change in him. But I'm saying when he is with her, it's just like it was. With Sydney, she's just so reserved now. Mm-hmm. And it's always a work talk. And she's not, like she said, we never had one of these conversations. Or we haven't had one of these conversations in a while. They're not talking like they used to. Just everything's changed for her. So now, I just hope she doesn't start looking into it. Because I don't want her to get kidnapped and all this other stupid shit. I mean, Will had another aspect when he was trying to be a detective. She's not gonna do all that, but I don't know. I just feel like if she finds some,
gonna get blown up.
I just feel like she may try to go dig something up, and she digs up the wrong thing, and it just.
But how do you dig something up?
Just as easy Will did, as asking questions.
But he's
I don't know. We just have to see. But they made it a point to show her this. They ain't been showing her this season. Now they're showing her. But it has to always do with Cindy and her not being particularly happy about her job and stuff. And I don't know. We'll see. Maybe I'm just reaching for a Francie storyline. I don't know. Yeah. But thank you guys for watching. And of course, I want to hear what you guys thought.
Be sure to like, comment, share, subscribe, please jump on that.
And we will see you guys for more Alias.
Bye.